So now, ladies and gentlemen,
we are officially live and on air.
We appreciate you being here with us. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we thank you for that.
Talk to him.
Thank you for coming on IG Live, but we got a treat for you on YouTube Live. See, IG Live, you got our hearts. But man, if you hit us up on YouTube Live, you can be here with us. You can be right here. You can be right here between me and JP. Hey.
Oh, they could be right here.
Pretty chubby Flacco's. We can put them there too, because we got ourselves a 360 camera.
That's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen, and we want you to be here with us.
Leveling up, get you a little view of the ambiance, get you to see the inside scoop, so to deal type
behind the scenes. We're showing people our insides now.
Huh? Oh, wait a minute.
Yo.
Contraceptives unnecessary.
Wow.
Yo. Let's do it.
That's what we doing, Moonshine.
It's about that time.
Welcome back, baby faces.
Yeah, we out here.
Vic the villain out here. Let's see who's making their way to the red.
Mr.
JP Savage.
Old school. Pretty chubby Flacco. Dímelo, mi gente.
Dímelo. We back. And, yeah, we love, baby. And we doing new things. We leveled up like we said we would last episode. And we doing, getting a little fancier.
Oh.
With the YouTube. Shout out to YouTube Live. We out there. If you following us right now, watching us live, you see that 360 cam. Go ahead, give it a spin. To the left, to the right, up, down. Anyway.
It catches all my great sides. I like it.
That's a lot.
Yo, we're gonna have to renegotiate my contract because we leveling up like a motherfucker right now. Yo.
Yeah, we getting fancy. So check us out on the
AEW
YouTube
right now. What's going on?
Yo, hey, everybody got to change it up because you know what? It looks like it's hurting over there in that WWE locker room, man. I've heard something about the Revival.
FTR, free the Revival, baby.
Yo, it looks like they asked for their freedom, yo. They just said they wanted to get released.
Do you guys blame them?
No, not at all. I can't wait for them to leave, man.
I think it's the smartest move. I mean, complacency is the worst thing in the world, man. And when you're not being utilized, to just sit in the background and if you're doing the thing you love, you want to be doing it at your finest, in the best environments. And if you're not getting an opportunity, seek elsewhere.
No doubt.
They have a beautiful opportunity with AEW. They'll make money because they're one of the top tag teams in the world. I
think the industry needs it though. I think you need that first fired shot, right? That first movement. I think this could be it.
I'm intrigued to see what happens, who comes next, because they're just a catalyst. They're getting it started.
Well, there's already talk that Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett.
Hey.
Breaking news. If you haven't seen it right now, it just happened like 5 minutes ago.
You're welcome. Duh. So, how we feel about Kanellis, though? Yo, I never felt like overly enthusiastic about him.
I never saw anything special in that dude, other than his wife.
Well, I think that's the argument that you've never seen it because they never put him on TV. Did he make a stint in 2005?
He had a brief stint.
But then I think he went back into rehab for a second. He had a relapse.
Well,
is that what happened?
To be fair,
I thought it was because the pregnancy and stuff.
The pregnancy, but then he ended up having a relapse, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Shit,
yeah,
okay.
but he's actually doing pretty well right now. He's actually in the best shape of his life. There's been pictures recently on social media just showing how ripped he is. Pause. Especially compared to the 10-year challenge, hashtag 10-year challenge happening all week. He put one up of him in the beginning stages and where he's at now. So it could be an interesting opportunity, man.
I mean, he do well elsewhere because he had a following before he got here. So.
Hey, listen, a return to ROH where he really started to pick up steam. He could do some things there.
I think they're going elsewhere.
I think
they're going south.
Kingdom 2.0?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they headed south.
South?
But going back to the Revival real quick, the rumors aren't that they're leaving for sure. So it's that WWE fears that they will leave.
Yep.
And so there are grumblings from within the Revival and everything going on in social media. Their contracts are going to be up or are close to being up, or there's some fucking provision where something along the lines of it wasn't just they're going to get released. You feel me?
Okay.
It was based off serious conversations, everybody's afraid that they're going to jump ship.
Well, I mean, it's the obvious, no? I mean, look at it. Look at the situation. Look what's look what's upon us now.
I mean, it's going to
shit.
be a domino effect regardless.
And then speaking of
So
that
many
domino
times.
effect, right? Ring of Honor is also making moves, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
They
they
signed
are.
the white Rush,
Oh yeah, I
Rush.
heard about that signing.
the white bull.
One of the original leaders of the Los Inaugurados.
Yes. Founders, right? I guess
Yes.
they
Yes,
say.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Between him and what's his face?
Cien.
No, well, it's Andrade.
Well, apparently it was
man.
him. It was him that
IDJ.
rumor
We'll
has
talk
it
about
he had him convinced to not sign with the E.
I don't know.
But even Booker T was talking about AEW, talking about like the positive ripple effects that can happen and all that.
Everybody's excited.
It's a good time for wrestling.
it's a great time to be a fan,
Everybody's
ladies
ready.
and gentlemen.
You want to talk about this UK show that blew shit out the water?
NXT UK Liverpool. First,
Did you
pay-per-view
see that
event.
Vince McMahon? How do you coordinate
Yo.
such a long chant?
Yo, honestly, that was I've seen
It could get it done.
UK
Yeah,
shows, but they were lit, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those chants, yo,
Yeah.
that's gotta be an amazing experience. We all need to go to a UK show.
Yo,
So
we need to
right.
re-earn our
Straight
slammy
up.
because they know what the
Yo.
fuck they're
We'll
doing.
get it
Straight
back. We got it back. We got this
Take a
year's
trip to
April.
Amsterdam, yo.
How are we getting it back though? With the UK fans
That's
coming
right.
to
That's
MetLife
right. Shh. Don't give away the secret, Joe. Damn it.
Damn.
So what we should start doing is recording at 5, so we get our UK fans.
Right.
Hey, we got
Get
you.
them live.
Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. Oi,
Oi, oi, oi! Oh no, shit!
No.
It's more than a 360
Oi.
view.
Oh no, there goes our YouTube fans. Y'all alright? The
You
fuck?
okay, yo?
No more for y'all,
My
yo.
bad, yo, my
Holy
bad.
shit.
360 view just
Damn.
did a 450.
Y'all got concussions.
just
Yeah.
put some Vicks Vapor Rub on that
Ask
shit.
Rey Mysterio about that shit.
Oh no.
He had himself
Oh,
a match.
man.
But nah, go ahead, yo.
So,
In the meantime,
results.
Doubles
in the
cut.
meantime, In the green time.
Yeah. So how was this show, Pretty Chubby?
Oh.
Because I'm not getting too many crazy reviews now.
So we
Really?
we crowned our first NXT UK Tag Team Champs.
Nice.
With Zach Gibson, the winner of the UK tournament, the second UK tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and his partner James Drake, I believe, his name is, and they defeated Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven,
For you and Logical Truth?
Tyler Bate. Then we had a match with Jordan Devlin.
Tyler
and
Bates always a good.
Travis Banks,
yeah.
and Travis Banks got hurt, and Johnny Saint came out and found a replacement for him, which was surprisingly Finn Balor.
Yes, sir. Yo,
And
And-
the internet exploded, and
That-
so did I.
Adrian in the
crowd
building.
was
All
lit.
over the room. It was crazy.
It was
Amazing.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Was
Everywhere.
it everywhere?
It
Well, you had a
everywhere.
teacher versus student situation
Yes.
happening
Yep.
that was so
You did.
intriguing, and they're very similar style in the ring too. So
Their physiques,
everything it's very odd. But
What
it
were you
was a
checking out?
fantastic thing. Pretty Chubby got into it.
Best things.
But no, it was a dope match, and surprisingly, Finn went over.
Finn went over. So afterwards, we had a no disqualification match with
Ooh.
Dave Mastiff defeating Eddie
Dennis.
Dennis.
Yeah, that was,
which
the
was
pride
a,
of Wales.
which was a pretty
Yo.
good
Oh
match.
my God.
Mathis.
I was not looking forward to this match, but those two guys blew it out the water.
That's what
that
happens
big
when you
boy can
watch those
move.
UK shows, though. Not for nothing.
Yo, they-
I'll
they-
tell you right now, Eddie Dennis is the guy you got to watch out for.
I mean, in that match.
No, even that Dave Massis, he's
Oh my
That's what I'm
God.
saying. He's a
For a
monster.
big
For,
dude.
for his
can
size,
move
the way
around.
he moves,
Exactly.
so wide. Pause. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
so it's like
Very-
coming of
very-
Killian Dane is what it is.
Okay, I can see that. I was gonna
Shout out
say
to
Samoa
Killian
Joe
Dane.
a little too,
Yeah.
right? Just the way they're able to throw their bodies around, right? Because he does that like cannonball in the corner, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, impressive. Yo, honestly, I'm enjoying this British style of wrestling.
Oh, it's dope.
Yo, it's an interesting combination. I'm always a submission fan at heart. So when I see the UK, any of the talent, the things that they're doing, the manipulating of the joints and stuff like that, that's amazing to me. That's ring work.
How about you shut the fuck up and see this shit right here?
All right.
That's
Brought to you
that.
by Jim Beam.
That's that Saber Junior style that you like.
Exactly.
Well, after the disqualification match, we had our NXT UK Women's Championship match with champion Rhea Ripley defending against Toni Storm.
Ooh, first
and-
time we see her.
And we crowned a new UK Women's Champ with Toni Storm going over.
Ooh.
Yo,
I was surprised. I mean, I wanted it to happen, right? But because everything happened with Toni Storm, you were kind of like, oh, is she gonna be around? Is she
Yeah.
not gonna be on, on TV?
This wasn't pre-recorded.
right?
No,
No,
it was live. It was like 8 in the morning and
So
shit.
yeah, I was kind of like, oh, I wonder. So it was cool that she got it, and I'm happy for her.
All right.
And
Something else happened.
for the main event, we had Pete Dunne defending his strap against Joe Coffey,
Hey,
which was I feel like this match went a little too long.
What's up?
It was great.
Well, how long was the pay-per-view?
It was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
was a
But the
good
match
time.
itself was like 45 minminutes with entrances and everything.
I just think
45
I
minutes
think
too
what
long.
lagged is the story in the middle, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there was enough build up for it.
I guess, yeah, it was like pushed.
But Pete Dunne did awesome. Maybe it's Kofi.
Pete Dunne never disappoints. It's Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
But
You know what
we
it
had-
is?
Real question, yo.
It's our first exposure to Joe really on a big stage,
right.
and I think maybe we're not used to the style as much, or we're not used to seeing them gel together.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me personally, it's weird because he came into the UK scene with his brother. So I thought, they were going to chase the tag team straps.
Yeah.
But they wound up giving him a singles push, which was a little weird to me.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of singles push, who's ready for one is Walter.
Ooh.
Walter, and we ain't talking about Walter Mercado.
Hey,
Shout out to Walter making his debut.
my mom's listening.
Shout out to Mom Dukes.
She's always listening. To Walter Mercado.
Walter Mercado, for all you motherfuckers that don't know, is
Talk
like
to him.
this crazy
Astrologist.
and he's like super decked out.
Is it a he?
Is it a she?
I don't know his pronouns.
It's
Or is it a
2019. It's 2019 that we got questions, is what I'm saying. Like, I can't just be out here saying he, she, or
I
whatever.
don't know. That's
You're
why.
absolutely right.
Like, are you on Grindr or on Tinder?
Hey.
Are you
Or on both.
curious?
You know what you don't need the stars for? Figuring out how hard those chops are that come from
Oh
Walter.
my God! I saw that clip online, yo.
Go
What, you
go
mean
do yourself
the
a
gunshot?
favor.
Oh my God!
The gunshot heard
What?
around Europe.
Watch
What?
Osprey and Walter for Defiant Wrestling. I think the whole match is out there.
Oh my God, yo.
Took his head off.
Yo, he concaved his chest.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm really hoping for though? With bringing in Walter, we might see the introduction of his faction, Ring Comp.
With
So him, Tim Thatcher, and I'm forgetting what they're calling him here. Marcel.
with
He's
Fabian
so snobby.
No.
Eichner.
What they're calling him here? Hmm.
What WXW, we knew him as.
Oh, yo,
And-
this
and
is why
Fabian
he's old
Aichner,
school
too.
Joe. This man is in tune
Facts.
with everything, man.
Well,
Facts,
'cause
my guy.
that
Almanac.
tag team would work.
Vince
What-
McMahon
yeah,
has a
that
biography,
biography, yo.
Talk
What's
about
up? Vince McMahon having a biography over his movie. When's that coming out though?
Oh, they're still working on the script.
No, but they don't have a plan like release.
Release date.
So,
No,
so
still working on
PW Insider reports that there's a new draft of the movie that was completed and sent to WWE executives, including Vince, for feedback just last month. There's no word yet on when the Pandemonium could begin filming, but actor Bradley Cooper has been rumored to play WWE chairman.
Hey.
Oh shit! Okay.
Bradley Cooper as
Okay.
Vince
Bradley.
McMahon.
I like that, yo.
The
Rocket
fucking
Raccoon.
I like that.
Grapefruits on this guy.
Yo, I like that though.
You think he gets the walk? I don't think he gets the walk.
I think
I don't
so.
think he gets the
Yo,
walk.
think of Bradley Cooper.
I don't think he
Think of
gets the
Bradley
walk.
Cooper like in a little neurotic in Silver Linings Playbook, right? But also like fucking Wedding Crashers, where he's just an asshole,
Yeah.
right? Like, yo, he could
But
pull
you
it off.
think he's got the voice?
Oh, right, Wedding Crashers.
I think he'll get it. Look at the
Uh,
last movie he just made with Lady Gaga, man. He changed his voice completely.
For real? I haven't seen that.
He's like a country singer and shit. He's raspy and shit. Like, yo, he got this. That's gonna be a nice. That's good casting.
All right.
Who's gonna play Shane? Mark Wahlberg?
Speaking of good casting. Yo, not for
How about
nothing.
Shane?
Mark Wahlberg's gonna play Cena.
That actually is pretty good. That
not
actually
bad.
pretty good. I would sign up
Current
for that.
Cena.
But it'll
Sign
be,
me up.
it'll be
Currency.
starring The Rock, though, right? Like The Rock is gonna come back and play the whole movie.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'd rather see Triple H play Vince McMahon, like he did when he was.
Right.
Don't
Ooh.
fuck with that.
No, but we all saw the chaperones, so don't do that.
Don't. do
Oh
that.
my god! Shout out
Did
to
we all
Ariel.
watch that?
Shout out to Ariel White. Winter. Ariel Winter. I'm sorry.
Ariel White.
This man remembers.
Wrong website.
Hey, X videos.
Hey.
That part.
What?
.com.
We can't have no nice things.
Vince decides to sign a deal for a new streaming partner for the network. I don't know what that means for all of us, but
I think they signed up with Endeavor streaming service.
weren't they Disney or something like that?
Hope they're a silent partner.
No, they were with BAMTech, which became Disney.
Okay.
Disney streaming service.
Who knows this stuff?
My man, old school. Talk to him, old school.
Get him.
Well, you
God damn
know,
it.
now that Disney's gonna start their own platform service, much like a Netflix or a Hulu, people are starting to shy away from them for content and for their tech. So WWE being at the bleeding edge of technology, they've decided to go with this new provider.
Okay. Not bad.
But let's get
Raw,
to
guys.
Yeah, let's get
All right, so
to Raw. 'cause
new
there's
era, yo.
a lot to talk about.
It's a new era in the wrestling, and there's a new era here at HPC Podcast. So, when we feel like it now, we gonna be like, fuck it, we're not talking about it.
That's right.
Word.
We're just gonna keep it moving.
So
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's shit.
That's all the time we have for you folks.
You know what?
Fucking out of here.
If we did that last week, boy, this would have been a 10-minute podcast.
Word.
But this week,
We start. It was good.
there's
It was
plenty
good.
to talk about.
It is. There's
It's
a
a
lot to
comeback.
talk about. Actually.
Because where we've fucked up, where we've pointed out the fuck ups, we have not fucked up. We don't fuck up. We never fuck up.
You fucked up.
No, when
You
I fucked up, even when
You
I fucked up,
You fucked up.
Hey, look what I had up. Yeah.
Here goes Crown.
Oh man.
Shout out to Elite Steve
Shout out to
with the
finishing.
sickness.
Yo,
you know why, Crown?
he's still suffering from that Priscilla
Oh, Priscilla.
Priscilla Kelly?
Oh.
that Priscilla Kelly segment.
Hey, I
You had to
fucked
take a
with that.
pause for that moment.
I think his mic wasn't.
But hey, there's a lot.
Shout out to Steve.
Raw.
Fuck him.
Let's get to it.
Raw. We started with the whole Braun Strowman
Well, no,
situation.
we started with Vince McMahon arriving.
Right, he
When
arrived in his
Yeah.
shiny
Got the
limo,
limo.
and of course he told you something when the first thing he did was just, "Hey, motherfucker, why is there a scratch on my car on the gas
It's a jizz stain.
the gas handle and shit?"
Wow, that's a lot.
Because he gets a lot of gas.
That's a lot. Hey.
Hey yo,
But yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah.
Braun Strowman's in the ring doing his thing, calling out. Or Corbin comes out. Yeah.
Corbin comes
yeah.
out, he picks a fight with Strowman. Strowman chases him out, and then all of a
And
sudden,
then my favorite part of Raw is Braun Strowman, right, looking for Baron Corbin, who's running like a little bitch.
right.
And
already
I can
know
say
you're
that
going.
because he blocked us like a little bitch.
a little,
But-
yeah.
Here we are. And so he's looking.
Fuck 'em.
He's looking for him, and all of a sudden you hear boom, Elias.
Yes.
And Elias starts narrating what the fuck is happening
shit
as
was
Braun
hilarious.
Strowman stands
Corbin
there
is a
pensively.
bitch.
Pretty much.
Corbin is a bitch.
And he basically tells Braun that Corbin's hiding in the limo. Braun goes over there. He fucking bashes window. He rips off doors. Corbin runs away. But whose limo is it? It's the boss.
Adam Cole, baby!
Oh, bitch.
VKM.
Yeah. Vincent K. McMahon, the man that signs your paychecks and fucks your wife. He came out and he
It's
was
on
like,
the board somewhere.
he's like, we're gonna wrap you up in caution tape.
It cost you tape.
Oh, Vince, where have you been, Vince?
Like when they do this biography, they have to put that scene in.
His what?
His autobiography.
His what?
You call that shit a biography?
Well, it's a documentary biography, no?
Is that a biography you do when you die?
Dissect a
No, I
man's
said a
life.
biography.
I think Michael
Yo.
Jackson did one of those.
I said a biography.
Oh, shit.
He did
I
a
was
shorter
saying
series.
biography.
No nice things.
Michael Jackson did a shorter series.
Oh no!
No nice
It's
things.
a mini series.
Oh, he did short things, all right.
Oh, all right.
So here's
What an
my
argument's
biggest-
happening here.
My biggest issue with this whole segment.
some tissues.
I thought the segment was good. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I thought the segment was good. I thought the execution was good.
Get 'em.
Except Vince McMahon was a little soft there. Of
Yeah.
all the fucking characters, I thought he could have been sharper in his delivery.
And he gotta be sharp when Vince McMahon's around.
No, but Vince McMahon was the one that was.
Yeah, he was
That's what I'm
flopping.
saying.
Gotta be sharper. Because Vince McMahon's
You know
around.
what it
Vince
was?
Vince
McMahon's
around.
You know what it was? It was his son's birthday the next day, so he was a little worried.
Yo,
But the
facts.
announcers tonight were the worst they've been all fucking all year, all fucking
Until
one
that
Raw
one
that we've
meme.
had. All 2019.
Hey, spill some beer.
Nah, hey, it's gonna be a shitty
I was gonna
show.
throw it, but you can't force it. You can't
Yeah, you
force
can't force it.
it. All right, everybody put their beats on the floor.
Yeah, soccer player. Yo, so they really under delivered here. Like, yo, you just fucked up the boss's car, and they're just like, oh, he's mad.
My bad.
Like, yo, you got it. By God, that's the boss's car. Like, he's gonna be in big trouble now. He's gonna regret what he done.
car is cement. He know the car is cement.
Word.
Yo, like there was just like some under delivery there, yo. It was no selling. Nobody. I think because there's 3 people on the bench, like sitting at the table, they don't know who goes.
Ah.
And I think like they're all like,
That's a good point.
Nah. That's Michael Cole, and Michael Cole's like, nah, that's color commentary. Like that's,
Yeah.
you know. And then
It's like
because
hopscotch and shit. You don't know who the fuck's gonna go. That's
Or-
when you
or
play
is
with
it because the
hopscotch
guy-
is a one player at a time.
you play
game.
with 2 people. You try with 3, it becomes complicated.
No, that's called a threesome.
Hey.
That's on the board.
Fuck the board.
Also on the board.
My dick was on the board.
Also on the board. No, that's
Yo,
no nice
Moving
things.
Gets
All
it
right.
done in Jersey.
So
You can't
Sasha
enable.
Banks, Ronda Rousey, Nia Jax, Tamina Snuka.
it was a tag match to start the night. First match of the night.
Snooze fest.
Oh God, I can't with this shit.
Script it.
I mean, I'm with the Sasha and Ronda angle.
Nah, you know what it is? She's too like they're booking Ronda too naive. Like she wants to be your best friend, but then like when Sasha gets on her, like she's still trying to chase after her and shit and be like, oh come on, I didn't mean that. Like once the minute Sasha turned and did her shit, like got on her face, she should have been like,
She
all
goes-
right, bitch.
She goes,
know?
you want me to lick your boots? Yeah, I want you to lick my
Yeah.
boots.
They should be going at it.
Exactly what he said.
Like Charlotte and Becky were, right?
Yeah.
Where they were both going at each other's throat. They can be both badasses. That's
Well,
fine.
Sasha threw shots
Hey, there it
at
is.
her.
See, I told you I put the fucking beers on the
Sasha
floor.
threw shots at her though after the match, after they won.
Yeah.
Up by the ramp.
By the ramp, she
where
went at her,
threw the
right?
four- where she threw the 4 at her.
4 horsewomen, right?
Yeah, where she.
So how about the
Charlotte
reason
Geller?
the revival is leaving?
Because
Lucha House Party rules. Again for like the zillionth time.
I thought we weren't doing Lucha House Party rules. Nah, but they faced Lucha House Party.
They did it. They did the rules though.
I have no idea
Nah.
because it was garbage. It was garbage, and that's why they want the release. Moving on.
Skip it.
Blah, 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 blah. What else fucking happened on this show?
Let's talk about the moment that just like froze the internet. Just catching the back of Alexa Bliss's back. The whole segment
Yeah,
when the
so-
intern walks in and just blesses his life. Ah,
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
The moment just froze. Everybody froze in time and just
Yeah,
enjoyed that little moment.
I
with
just
Alexa.
enjoyed it again.
And just yeah.
that's
Shout out to Twitter.
Where are your
We
pants?
had Twitter rocking.
Hey.
Shout out to at least Steve
God damn.
rocking Twitter last night when that news broke, catching Corey Graves in his finest moment,
Yo,
sharing a moment with the entire world.
that video, like not only, but it wasn't a moment just he was sharing. He also hit Michael Cole like, yo.
He's like, yo, you saw that
Yeah,
shit?
he like
You
elbowed
saw
him.
her titty, yo? Her
No,
titty
there
was
was
out,
no
yo.
titty.
Yo,
There was no
Michael,
titty.
you didn't
It was
see
a-
her titty?
it was a small
I'm just saying
back.
what Corey Graves was telling
Of
Michael.
course.
So
Oh my God. This
Alexa
past
Bliss. Alexa Bliss. A lot of people are fucking up in arms about this motherfucking segment.
Are they?
Yes.
Why?
The internet is just fucking bugging out that this is like the women's de-evolution, that you're taking steps back,
No, I
that
disagree.
blah, blah, blah. Guys, other than the fact that like this really had no place in the show. Because honestly,
Yeah.
there was no purpose
It made
to
no
it
sense.
whatsoever. Like it was
It
literally...
wasn't even mentioned
neither did
after.
the talk shows either of the weeks. They're just force feeding it down your throat because they wanted to get those announcements off.
the backstage segment of Alexa's titties.
That too.
So
That's what we're talking about.
there's
No, but both things.
like
Nah, the show's fine.
No,
It's the backstage
that,
stuff.
Nah,
that,
we'll get
that
to
moment
Otis.
of bliss shit is
we'll get to the
whack.
segment. But yo, everybody's bugging the fuck out there was nothing like, yo, you don't think she approved that?
Yeah.
You don't think she was cool with that?
Yeah.
You don't think
nothing
like,
was shown.
There was nothing shown. She wasn't disrespected like that. Yo, it's a
You've
fucking
seen
work.
a lot
All right,
worse.
it wasn't a bloody tampon.
Wait.
And Alexa knew they were coming. Like,
right.
yo, calm
What's wrong
the
with a
fuck-
bloody tampon?
Yo, I mean, ask Priscilla Kelly because everybody's jumping down her throat.
You know who we did see in the ring though? One Finn Balor.
Oh yes. He wins. Oh, actually no. He fought Jinder Mahal first
That's right.
Jinder
to
Mahal.
qualify. He beat the Mahong out of Mahal and qualified for
Get the shit out.
for the main event
Oh, we kind of like
in the
skipped.
Fatal 4-Way. We kind of skipped a lot.
Yeah, we kind of skipped the whole segment with John Cena and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, skip it.
You
So
mean the beat fest, the barbecue that Vince McMahon had in the ring?
yo, so he comes out. And
Oh, my God.
what a nostalgic moment, right? Vince McMahon's about to come out and announce who's gonna replace Braun Strowman, and dun, 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 dun.
Yo, I don't know who the fuck song you're doing right now.
The Undertaker.
That was not.
What?
What time
My
does
nigga,
the
that's the Undertaker you find in the Chinese store.
I think
The
what
bootleg one.
That was the Canal Street. That
That's
was,
Sage the Oracle.
that was the Canal.
Oh my god! Oh,
What do you-
shout
what
out
do
to
you-
Caesar.
Yo,
Shout
shout
out to
out
Sage.
to Sage the Oracle. That's my dude, yo.
What he meant to say is at what time does the news start? 10,
Oh.
10, and 10.
10, 10, and 10. That's how my
No
boy Gary.
nice
Shout out to my
things.
boy
That's
Gary.
the worst thing I've literally
Shout out to
ever
Gary.
heard in my
Shout out to
entire
Primer Impacto at 10 o'clock. Solamente en Univision.
Cristina Saralehi.
life. So, John Cena called this the
No
Ruthless
nice things.
Aggression era again. So is that like, that's the thing, right? Like, this is a Ruthless Aggression 2.0? Is that what we're
That,
like?
I mean, no, I think it was just John telling him, yo, like, whenever you need me to, I can run the rock. Ain't no problem. I've done it before. I can do it again. That's what I got out of
And
it.
then Drew McIntyre comes out and whoops his ass.
Yeah, and you just see the face on Mystic, man.
Yeah.
Looking at fucking Drew.
He
There was some sexual eyes.
It reminds me of
That's
that Roman Reigns meme he had.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was Vince going like, called it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, wait,
But-
but
I love-
Corbin and Finn Balor also came out, and they
Yeah.
were a part of the fray.
And I love Finn Balor's position.
Yeah, yeah.
Finn Balor used some like pseudo real shit and said, I know you got no trust in me. I know you don't think I can do
And
it.
yo, tell me no, that's not putting on a show in front of Mr. McMahon.
Yeah. It was strong.
Balor-
That's-
everybody in that ring
going
was
outside
strong.
the fold,
Yeah.
and Finn Balor's promo stuck out the most because
Yeah.
of that shit.
Yeah.
Out of all of them,
But it makes sense. Because out of all of them, he's the one that's been shafted,
right.
It makes sense.
But
It's
then it
set
makes
up.
you question, how much of it was of him going off script here.
I don't know. Especially the way it ended up, right?
Right.
I don't think any of that was off script.
Yeah, I think it was all pretty much written
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some of it is ad-lib, right? But
It's getting better. It's getting better.
It's getting better.
We appreciate
He's,
that,
he's
gentlemen.
red hot right
So
now.
Nikki Cross made her
Oh gosh.
So,
made her
Her
appearance
Raw
at-
debut again.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so what do we? So what is it that's happening here? Because on both shows, you see them
They're feeling
going back
them
and
out.
forth. They're feeling them out,
Yeah,
seeing what
they're feeling
works.
them out.
Well, they're
That's
free
interesting.
agents, so they got to test them out,
I like that. I'm not mad at that.
I like what the this girl Lacey said after on SmackDown. I think we could get to that later, but
Yeah,
she was on SmackDown
she'll
too.
class it up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did y'all hear about the Universal Champion, by the way?
No,
So the Universal Champion,
Mr. Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar, right? He was training with Gable Stevenson.
Oh, nice.
Yo, that
Yeah.
was pretty dope.
Yeah, I
The
thought that
fact
was
that-
pretty cool. He was working with him. It seems like they put it up on Twitter. While I'd like to see Brock Lesnar, in defending his title, it's nice that he's at least spending his time with, developing.
But you know what? He is developing his
talent.
time and requesting matches.
Oh, word.
Because news has it this week that Brock Lesnar actually requested to work with Finn.
Well, that's why Finn is gonna pull double duty on this Raw. And wrestle later tonight. Again.
I wonder what happens at the end.
Yeah, I wonder. Well, I guess after Nikki Cross, Natalya, and Bayley defeated the Riot Squad. So, moving on, we got a triple threat for the Intercontinental title.
Oh, who's in this triple threat?
Seth Rollins,
Who else?
Bobby Lashley,
Who else?
and El Campeon, Dean Ambrose, but not for long. Because Bobby Lashley does the damn thing. And so, I hated it. I wanted to hate it. I thought it was terrible. And then I loved it.
Because he needs it.
Because he needs it. and I thought it was something I didn't expect.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming.
It was good.
So you got me.
Neither did I.
I'll buy
the gray
in.
pants.
Damn.
and it moves Dean away from Seth and puts him onto Bobby.
Word.
Yeah,
No doubt.
and now
Word
Seth can
out.
move on to quote unquote bigger and better things.
So
But-
Dean. So Ken Dean.
It made me care about Bobby Lashley. I thought Leo Rush did a really good job during the match. There was a spot where he was on the apron and he was like ducking shots, and I thought that was like real cool, just the way he fucking went about it. I love his presence in the ring, with Bobby Lashley. And I mean, ultimately, maybe they keep this going for as long as they can. And if they lose that Intercontinental strap. Why not go for the tag titles?
Word. That could work.
That'd be a fun
Interesting.
fucking tag
Yeah.
title
That could work.
tag team. You know what I mean?
Do a move
How
off
many-
his shoulders.
Yeah,
and
how
shit.
many spots can you see where Bobby Lashley just throws Leo Rush at him?
I pick things up. I put them down.
Yeah. So Alexa comes out for her moment of bliss.
That's right, and it was a beautiful moment.
I mean, was it? I don't know, man. Alexa
I
comes
love
out
Chips Ahoy.
and she does her thing, and Paul Heyman comes out, and they're like in the middle of a conversation, and then they debut WWE's main roster best looking titles, the women's tag titles. Finally,
They look dope.
They were good.
AF.
Yeah, they were good looking titles. They kind of have an X vibe to them, which I'm not crazy about, right? Because like it's like got like a four corner thing looking.
Yeah.
But they look really good and
Better than the UK tag title?
No, I love those UK. All the UK
All the
titles
UK
look
titles.
dope.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
All of them. All of them over the main roster titles for sure.
Shout out to
Hey,
Velosa
lots of
saying
tactical.
his favorite segment of the night was Otis busting a nut on stage.
Yo!
He peeped
Yo, what
Alexa.
was that?
Shout out to that.
That was very Scorpionish. Like that
Yo.
was very. Yo, he was wildin'.
Yo,
son.
so let's
He
give
did-
a little context.
He
Yo.
screamed. No, we won't.
No.
He screamed, and he was like, "I'm coming!"
So look context for the baby faces out there. Otis on social media is
Velosa.
always shooting his shot
Yo,
to Mandy Rose.
for real.
Yo, he has like several, like over 20 posts.
He gotta go to SmackDown.
Like talking about like, yo,
He
shout out
gotta
to
go
my
to
baby
SmackDown.
tonight. Yo, like posting up about her, and she'll respond like funny shit, but like he legit is just shooting his shot. And this man sees a segment of Alexa Bliss that we all saw, and he comes up and has a mental butt. Yo, did you see Alexa's face at one point? She didn't know what the fuck.
She was
Just
like,
like all of us at most.
this shit was, yo, this shit was like for a minute, like she was like, yo, this is, yo, I got witnesses, yo, this is a lot. Yeah, he started bugging out. I know that's his bit, right? Like his bit is
Especially when you
to
gotta move the ring.
his bit is wild out or whatever. But I thought even that was like a lot for the moment, cause yo, you just debuted like the women's tag titles. I thought that needed a moment.
Velosa said he showed the world his
Vinegar
vinegar
stroke.
stroke.
I'm coming! Yeah! Alright, that's enough of that.
Yo, but it worked. It works.
That's what she said.
Shakes and stakes. Wait, shakes and weights.
Yeah,
and
those nice things.
And apparently Taco Bell and White Castle as well.
So
man.
we know the main
I thought you meant
event,
the other
the Fatal
thing.
4-Way.
I thought you meant what Clemson had for lunch. My
Balor
bad.
gets over on Cena on this. Let's close this up, man. Let's go to SmackDown.
It was a big match though. It was a big match.
Shit was borderline harassment.
Yeah, for real. Finn Balor pulled double duty. It was a good match. Really putting Balor over strong. They want to
Yeah.
paint a picture where Balor can beat the Beast.
And most importantly, it was Vince McMahon that put the challenge, right? He said, "You believe that? Prove it, right? Put him up against who?
John Cena, and then John Cena.
But not only John Cena.
No, I know. Drew the bigger
Jinder
names.
Mahal.
All right, yeah, that's so impressive.
No, but it's interesting that
Says
they
nobody.
needed to put him up against two former champions.
Sure. I think just the point of having him in two matches to have to get into this match is a lot. And then, do you guys think you're gonna see the Demon at Royal Rumble, at least for that match?
Yeah.
Does that match go on last? Ooh. I don't think it should, because in theory, the loser should go back in the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah. And if
they've
you
done that before.
So can we safely say if that
No.
main event is Finn going over?
The real question is, if Finn comes out as a demon, is he going over?
No, he's not coming out as a demon because he's not going over. Is what I think.
You don't think so?
If he does come out as a demon, it'd be dumb because I don't see him winning this match.
You don't see him winning.
Does he come out as the demon for
we
Universal and then comes out as Finn for the Rumble?
Well, I'm just banking on more of Seth Brock at Mania.
I like that. Yeah, but they could also do Seth Finn at Mania.
No,
Finn Brock.
But then, well,
I just want options.
Yeah.
I want viable options.
And
That's
I
what
want
I
something
want.
no,
different.
definitely would go with the latter because I hate being told the main event months in advance.
Yeah.
You know, like
I wouldn't mind seeing Brock off this Mania, honestly.
oh please.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen though.
Of course not. It's too
Brock's
much money to be
Brock's
made.
the big draw,
Yeah, he is.
right? So SmackDown,
What about it?
the whole first half hour was fucking fire.
Yeah, no. SmackDown has been consistent the
Becky
entire
comes
time,
in
bro.
with her big, fat, huge, throbbing ego.
Oh, my.
And she was
Oh,
just fucking
I was trying to put a
spitting bars. That's
Right,
a lot.
that-
You see,
that-
you
that-
cross lines.
Like Slim Shady.
No nice things. Yo, she came out
What a
just
bitch.
spitting bars, right? Kayla fucking was asking her questions, and she was like, "Park my car, bitch." And then Heavy Machinery's out there making a pancake tuna egg smoothie.
Yo, my bad. Yo, Austin's beer guy. Let me get one. Austin's beer guy. We hired Austin's beer guy.
Actually, let me get one too.
He's gonna.
Yo,
toss
shout out
me
to
right.
Up
JT2
top.
underscore 2
Up
sweet.
top.
Oh,
Throw that beer, yeah.
I'm not joking.
You see?
Shout out to
We don't waste beer here. We don't waste it.
oh, shout out to Twitter.
Yo.
Diet.
Shout out to JT underscore 2 sweet for saying that he thinks Balor comes out as the demon to beat Lesnar. Rollins wins the Rumble, and then we get 2016 SummerSlam rematch at WrestleMania.
Oh,
Okay.
Balor Rollins? Is that
I can see that.
I don't know. I don't see Vince doing that. I think Vince wants a powerhouse in the main event.
Yeah, but Vince also has seen the world around him changing, and him being in the ring with that beef. What is it? Beef party he had or whatever. Meat party.
Oh, that beef.
All that beef in the ring, right? Who's the one that they push?
Finn, you have no beef.
Right? He's seen the light, bro. He's seen what it is.
I don't know. But
This is
How about we talk about Asuka a little?
no. How about
Asuka!
Becky Lynch drinking that
Yo.
fucking tuna, egg, and
That's what it was in
pancake
there?
motherfucking smoothie?
Like a champ.
She
like a
drank
champ.
it like a champ. She fucking
Champ.
puts it back down on the table, stares New Day and fucking Heavy Machine in the face and goes, weak.
Yeah.
Fucking walks her big, fat, throbbing motherfucking self into the ring because
Yeah,
she's
that,
the man.
Yo.
Right? She's the man. And then she cuts a little promo. Asuka comes out. The Iconics come out, talk a little bit of shit, and then we move on to what is
With
our
life?
first match. Yeah, with our first match of the
Life
night.
moves on
Becky
after
Lynch
that.
against Peyton Royce. Becky Lynch
Royce.
takes the
Oh.
W. Right?
Becky the real
Becky
one,
Lynch just
absolutely.
starts with a fucking throat
Yo.
punch. That was like
Yo.
dope. Even Eric Bischoff. Yo, no bullshit.
That shit brought him back from the dead. Like,
on
hey,
Twitter, on Twitter, Eric Bischoff retweeted that throat punch, and he was like, "That shit is awesome."
Bischoff updated his life, got a smartphone, and
Yo.
opened a Twitter again.
Becky's
Shout out
at
to
the
83
fucking best.
And then Asuka was like, "I could do it too."
Yeah.
And she fucking grabbed Billy Kay and threw her in the ring.
Yo.
And she put her in the disarmor.
See that entire part, yo, was what's wrong with Asuka right now. You're like, it was terrible on the mic. Like the language barrier plays a role, but I just don't know if her mic skills are strong enough to translate here.
Her mannerisms are awkward.
They're awkward for it, maybe in Japan. It worked.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it worked.
yeah.
In
Yo,
Japan.
Asuka, because
She was just fucking intimidating. She still is, but
because her English is so hard to understand, right? Have her curse motherfuckers out in Japanese. And then whenever they're like, "What?" She's like, "Let me fucking break it down for you.
exactly.
You're trash, and I'm Asuka." Right?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever.
Simple.
Yo, keep it simple,
Or
because
what if?
KISS.
Or what if you gave her like a manager, like Paige as her manager?
Yeah.
As her mouthpiece.
nah, I can't. I don't see anybody.
Or,
Who
Zel-
goes-
or you could even have Zelina Vega go from one client to another.
Do you make her like
do
the modern day
PC.
Tajiri?
I think Selena Vega do whatever
The
she
modern day
wants.
Tajiri.
I don't
Hable
see
yo.
that.
She's just
I don't see
like
Asuka
this
who-
buzzsaw that cuts through people. That's all she does.
I can't see Asuka being managed.
She's
by
like one of those grass Pokemon that just fucking in the zoo and shit.
Shout out to Caterpie.
That's
Shout
in the
out to
zoo,
Butterfree.
just killing people and shit.
No Neptune.
All right, so AJ Styles tried to do. So AJ
So
Styles
the-
just comes out,
The
right?
obsession with food stand concessions and fans continues with this.
Wait, but who he comes out during what match?
No, it was a
Just
segment.
He, no,
It was
he
after
comes
the,
out.
what
he
segment?
comes, no,
after the
he
soccer-
comes-
the Oscar match.
He comes out right as soon as Oscar wins,
That's right.
and Oscar
was,
and
like,
Becky Lynch
awkward.
are still in the middle of the ring.
Exactly.
It was so weird.
And his
I
music
was-
hits.
I was like, intergender match?
And even
this
they,
is happening?
and even the rest, and even the female wrestlers looked.
Yo, they were
confused.
like,
They
wait a minute, what the
what's
fuck?
going on here? Exactly.
Yeah, nobody knew who was
Who
up
the
to.
hell? Who the hell gave
was
Fish off
very
the books
sketchy.
already?
that segment probably ran long, and Vince is like, "Get the fuck out there!" Like,
Probably.
Yeah.
It was very sketchy.
Yeah.
So AJ Styles does the whole concession thing where he's like, "No, I'm gonna give people free shit, right? We got all the hot dogs and soda you want, you fat fucks."
Hot dogs.
And he was giving out his shit, and then Danny Bryan jumped him, and they had like what was a dope.
Yeah, he put him through a
attitude.
table. Yeah. Gentlemen,
Wow.
they gave the Uso the key to the city.
The Golden City.
The Golden City.
Yo.
And my oh my was it a moment. My was he the envy of America.
Oh,
America.
my God.
And what did he do with it?
Oh, he went
Shit
to
up the whole
ring.
fucking thing.
Yo,
That shit was so fucking
everybody
whack,
in
man.
the world
The
was like, "Yo,
smartest
give,
thing in the world.
He's a married
That
man,
shit,
damn
that
it.
shit was so bad, yo. When they got into this, yo, Vicky wanted to watch it, and she was like, "What the hell? This is so the worst acting I've ever seen in my life."
everybody in the world was like, "Yo, give your brother the key, dog. She ain't gonna tell the difference."
Yes. With
Hey,
the
that was a
handoff.
good point,
With the
yo.
handoff.
Good
Twin
point.
magic.
Yeah,
Hey.
for real, twin magic works both ways. Papi.
Absolutely.
Don't
So,
they have a
um,
younger brother?
That's what Veloza just said too.
Fatu, right?
Yeah.
Right. So,
Somebody would have been up in there. Shit.
Or give it to their father, Rikishi.
right.
damn
So,
it.
but we'll,
Marquise would have taken the key.
we'll get there when we get there, though. We'll go in order, right? Samoa Joe with EC3 posing in the mirror, right? So, that was weird. Right, EC3 just having like weird ass segments. Did you see also online? EC3 had a moment with
with Tony Nese.
Yeah, Tony
Nese,
Nese.
where he
Yeah.
drank his amino. His
Really?
amino acids. Yeah,
Oh.
Tony Nese is like shaking his amino acids, and EC3 comes over. He's like, "Hey man, hey, how you doing? Hey, do you mind if I take a sip of that?" And he chugs his whole shit, and Tony Nese is like, "Yo, what's up?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Yo, so
nice, nice muscles." And he fucking did. He just
Is
jacked him for his-
EC3 under 205?
nah,
No,
definitely not.
But Tony Nese is.
So know your role.
Shut your mouth, Tony Nese.
So
I'll give you 10 reasons to shut your mouth.
So what happened with Joe? What happened with Joe?
So Joe and Mustafa Ali, and Joe just fucked Mustafa Ali up.
Oh shit.
I am all in
Welcome to the
on
main
a
roster.
program with Samoa Joe and Mustafa Ali. I am all in. Mustafa Ali can put on a show. Samoa Joe is the guy that builds those kinds of fucking feud storylines with those smaller guys. He already fucking showed himself to be the powerhouse. This will be fun. Even though we know that Joe's probably going to take the L.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sick and tired of that shit, to be honest.
Yeah. But the thing is, with somebody like Joe, he could turn around whenever. And it's believable, you know?
Yeah.
And shout out to Mustafa Ali taking the biggest, like, the craziest bump I've ever seen off the fucking corner.
He did like a backflip.
You know what?
Ragdoll.
You know what was a crazy bump though? What Andrade did from the apron, that Hurricane Rana.
Oh, yeah. So Rey Mysterio versus Andrade.
Yes.
Right? So
My
That was
God.
tough.
this was the best match. We saw another Canadian Destroyer.
Yes. And I wasn't mad at
The
it.
move
I
is
bet you.
growing on me.
It's growing on you, huh?
It's the way it's executed.
It's only episode 42. I think
Yeah.
we announced it on episode 3, old school, that we were fucking get this fucking.
Yo,
It took almost 40.
See, it took 40 fucking episodes. No, I don't like the setup of the Canadian Destroyer. I like
It's
like
two
a
very
running.
different. You saw two different variations. You hated the P.D. Williams version, where he'd set you up like a pedigree.
Yeah, he's fucking like hooks
Yeah,
you, and then he does.
didn't
it.
really like that one.
I
Damn.
hated that. I thought that shit was
Because
trash.
he's Canadian, that's why.
Yeah.
No, because he.
'Cause it's the original, the best one, you
You
know.
do the
Jerk.
move on yourself, you asshole. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
But I do agree. It looks a
I
lot
like the
better.
running-
yes.
yeah, that
It looks
running
so much better
momentum, like-
that.
It's called the work.
Yo, Veloza
Get a
says,
job.
This shit
It's
is
called the
real.
work. Get a
It's called
job.
the work,
Yeah,
needle
shit is
dick.
real.
shout out to Veloza Knows says that he thinks that's the match of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, kudos.
And shout out to JT_2sweet saying easily the best Andrade match since getting called up.
Yo, put some respect on his name. His name is Cien Almas. Yo, I do not understand Vince's need to fucking eliminate Cien Almas from his name.
It's got to be a certain purpose.
If
I have
anything,
100 souls,
if anything,
maybe he doesn't like the meaning.
No, if anything, you make him Cien Almas and not Andrade.
That's what I figured too.
I'm pretty sure
it
has to be some copyright issues in there.
Or not even think
That
that.
loves a single name.
Nah, Vince wants to own your whatever.
Yeah.
Your thing, your gimmick.
Or maybe he just got tired of it.
You know what
He
I
just got
noticed?
tired.
You know what I noticed?
Get rid of it.
It's easier for Andrade Cien Almas to be Andrade Cien Almas and then leave and just be Andrade somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's harder for him to go. If Vince wants to own Andrade, he'll own Andrade. Then you're gonna leave. You gotta change your name, right?
So let's go back to
you
being
gonna
He's gonna be
voluntary.
and.
Nah, he'll be Cien Almas.
He's gonna change his name to Andate. Andate. A-E-W. Andate.
And then,
No, he's gonna change his name to Los Matadores.
nah, he just go Mil
Fuck,
Almas.
man.
Like he fucking calls himself Mil Almas or some bullshit. Like
What about one soul? What the fuck? Like,
No.
just keep it simple.
Cien Alma.
God damn it.
you bitches
Cien
can't
sucres.
understand.
Cien Sucres.
Yeah, exactly. It's not called un sucre, mamagüevo.
Shout out to Mañaños.
No sucre.
Shout out to Mañaños in Guayaquil.
So we cut back. We cut back.
So
All right. So the Miz
Miz
and Sheamus. Yo, so this segment was dope. All right.
it was.
So Shane McMahon gets called down right by the Miz, and they have like this happy birthday,
birthday.
moment. Fucking Miz gets him some Jordans, which I thought was dope.
Dope, yeah.
The whole moment
It
was
shows
kinda
that he
cool.
listens.
There was the WWE. Yeah, you know me.
You know me.
The whole
you know
segment
me.
was dope. The video package was dope, right? You would have thought if you would have tuned in at that moment, you're like, oh shit, Shane died. They're cutting like this ultra package on Shane, like how he's like the heart of the world and shit. And then the bar come out, and I thought this was interesting, and I loved how Shane got the Miz to fight for him, man. Like Shane is like, you're the Miz, you're the A-lister, you got this shit. Like I got your back, whatever, blah blah blah. And Miz was like so down. I loved it. I think it built the team between them, between Shane and Miz. I bought in. And I mean, ultimately Miz won because of screwy finishes and whatnot. But I watch this. This will be a fun show. And they sold us. They sold us that Shane's going to do something. Right? I think. Right? Based off the video package, based off like so much heart that he has and blah, blah, blah. I can see Shane, if nothing else, doing the corner-to-corner fucking drop kick because he did it with the cake, right? But I think we'll see at the very minimum Shane going through the announce table with an elbow drop from the corner, which is like his second big spot.
Yeah,
but
but
he does like on the
wherever
regular.
this leads us, which most likely is Shane,
The shit that we called 6 months
Shane
ago.
and Miz at some point, right? I don't feel you need to put the tag titles on them for anything that they're gonna fucking come up with, right?
Nah,
No.
it's not necessary.
Nah, they could turn on each other at the end of this match.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I called it for the last couple of weeks.
You ain't call shit.
Shane is going to fuck over the Miz.
You think he's gonna fuck him over?
Yes.
Over
because
what?
He's a McMahon.
Over what?
Because he wants to be the
Over the
only
radio.
A
champion.
table?
Wow.
Son, no nice
It's gotta be on somebody's board
That's
or
all
table.
on the board.
Oh, it's gonna be on the board
All of
now.
it.
Or
I thought it was a
table.
table.
Yo, I gotta disinfect the shit out of that board.
You mean
Speaking
that?
of tables,
You mean that blackboard that's not white?
Hey,
Oh.
everywhere.
shout out to Interracial. Wait, what?
What happened? This
This shit got dark real
This
quick,
used to be a
yo.
respectable
Or I got Mandy
podcast.
Rose.
Ruthless Aggression 2.0.
You know what happened?
Yo, real talk though, who does it better, Mandy Rose or Scarlett Bordeaux?
Scarlett Bordeaux.
Hands down,
It's
right?
so much
She-
a part of her character.
But she has like a sexy awkwardness to her, cause like you can tell she's trying to be sexy.
Scarlett
Yes.
Bordeaux.
Yes, there's a little awkwardness to her sexuality, but I like it.
I don't think so.
It's a little quirky. Maybe it's just it looks quirky. I don't know. There's something about it that's like a little off and contrived.
I don't know what that means, but that's 2 fingers.
11. Oh,
I know, I'm just fucking with you, asshole.
I legitimately
Prove it.
All right, so
Over what? A table?
Never a nice thing.
So, just because we're speaking about Scarlett Bordeaux, Killer Cross put up a story.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and I thought that was a really good story. He was talking about how Scarlett Bordeaux always has his back, and he was gonna wrestle. He had like a match. It was like a tournament match type thing where like he wrestled one match early in the show and then a match later. And in the beginning of like the earlier match, he fucking tore his quad or some shit.
Oh no.
And he fucking like made it through the match, and she was like trying to carry him, and he's like, "Yo, I got it," and she was fucking pissed because he was like gonna wrestle that second match, and she was like, "Don't fucking do it," and he's like, "I'm gonna do it, you know, everything's cool, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it." Fucking, he goes and finds out that like, you know, creative or the gorilla position changed the match, and they fucking put somebody else, and he was like wilding out, cursing everybody out. And he's like, "If you motherfuckers don't put my music on in fucking 10 seconds, I'm gonna walk out without music." So they put his music on, and he went and he finished that second match, hit all his spots, and fucking Scarlett fucking didn't talk to him and shit, but she had his back. Like, she was there for him. She fucking walked out with him, helped him up the stairs, whatever. And like, that's why like he fucking rides or die for her. And I thought that was really dope. It has a lot to do with like what they're doing with their character work, but I thought that was like really personal and like, I mean, is it a lie? I don't think it's a lie. It sounded like a real story.
Yeah.
But it just built so much upon what we already knew. I don't know. I thought it was dope. Let's talk about our topic of the night, gentlemen.
Oh, let's do it. We about to get this
Main
in.
event time.
Gimmick matches
See.
throughout the course of human history.
Ooh, human history. Only human.
That's
No
like
scorpions.
That's like not the dinosaurs.
Not the dinosaurs.
Not when the
I can't
dinosaurs.
say that the dinosaurs ever pro wrestled.
No.
But there's no evidence that they didn't. I'm just saying.
But there is
Argu-
evidence that if they did,
arguably.
Arguably.
there's evidence if they did, Vince McMahon would book them.
Book them.
And you did it. You
I've
did
got
it.
these crocodiles. It's almost the same.
I am sure they had their own weight classes too. I'm sure there was a light heavyweight.
That's right.
Dinosaur.
Raptors.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl, I think they call it.
Can we get
I only want T-Rexes.
the brontosaurus?
Short arms and everything.
Bring me the brontosaurus.
What the fuck just happened?
Boy, going off the rails.
We all just went to like third grade because
Somebody
I ran
call my
out
mama.
of
Sandler.
dinosaurs. Like I
Adam
don't know.
Sandler. Brontosaurus.
Triceratops is my favorite. Fuck you all.
So what we doing here? What we talking? Are we gonna
Gimmick matches
What are we doing?
throughout the course of pro wrestling history. The point of pro wrestling has been to one up what the expectations of the fans are.
Ooh.
And I think that as wrestling progressed and we got so exotic in our product with things like Curious George, with things like Gold Dust, with things like just characters that are out there, right? We got like our Junkyard Dog.
Curious George, you
Right.
say?
Curious George, but also Gorgeous George.
Okay,
They were both excellent,
100%.
right? The Freebird, right?
Damn
Just
little
like,
monkey.
He was a bit more curious.
Would you say he was? Never mind.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Maybe that's where I got the gimmick
Your
from.
goal was always to just do one better.
Right.
I want one better. My match is going to be better tonight
You
than it
gotta
was
one
last
up.
night,
One
and it'll
up.
be better tomorrow. And when everybody did everything possible, you took it up a notch.
Well, that's what it was, right? It was always building to that crescendo, right? Till you reach that climax.
I can't spell that. Yo.
Dang. Annie. So, the only song that I know crescendos in. Annie, are you okay? So every time just trying to. So now we're gonna do a street fight and a no DQ match and a no holds barred match, and for years, those were the cream of the crop.
Ooh.
That was like the top, the shits. Yo, were you about it? If you were about it, man, we had a hardcore style street fight. Maybe we had a fucking Texas fucking
Deathmatch.
Hold 'em.
Texas death match.
Or a death match.
Right, or the fucking belt matches that they used to fucking
Oh,
have.
the
strap.
bull
strap
rope,
match.
Bull rope.
yeah, the strap matches and the bull rope matches.
Yep.
Right,
bootstrap.
bootstrap match. Thank you. I fucking couldn't remember the name. Right, and then we took it up a notch and we're like, yo, we're gonna fucking do first blood matches.
On
we're gonna
fire
do
matches.
Fucking boiler room matches. We're gonna light our brothers on fire.
We're gonna do
gonna-
casket
match.
matches.
We're gonna fucking put a cage around the ring. Then we're gonna put a cage with a top around the ring. Then we're gonna put a cage on a cage on a cage.
360.
Holy shit!
We had
Now we're talking
cages
about
with dogs in them.
pyramids.
And we're gonna give our
Cage
straps
with
to
a
David
dogs,
Arquette.
and
We're
then a
gonna-
cage on top of that.
We're gonna put motherfuckers in caskets to win a match. We're gonna put motherfuckers in the ground to win a match.
Shout out to the Buried Alive match.
Son, throughout the course of wrestling history, the whole goal was to just do one better. So tonight we're gonna talk about what was the best, well, in its era, in its time, in your opinion, for wrestling, what it did for characters, because character work is something that we all agree could be stronger.
Oh yeah.
And there are matches that helped establish characters
Solidify characters.
within these matches. Let's start with that. Let's start with comparing some of these gimmick matches.
Well, if you want to talk about match that solidified many characters, let's talk about the King of the Ring.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't think you were going there.
you
but
mean
hey.
the tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We call that a gimmick
One
match?
night? I think so because it's one night.
It was
The
one night. It was a
original-
pay-per-view.
it was a
yeah.
Oh,
pay-per-view.
you talking about like the fight?
The King of the Ring was a one night tournament
Word.
originally.
Gotcha.
Now I'm not talking about the bullshit that happened
Yeah,
between
yeah,
the
yeah.
2000s
Yeah,
where they put it
on
on
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah, that
no,
shit
no,
was
no. I'm
annoying.
talking about the pay-per-view King of the Ring, one of my favorites
Yeah.
that they should bring back.
Shout out to Bret
Where
Hart,
Austin 316 was born.
Bret Hart, Austin 316, Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
I mean, the names go on and on and on.
King Booker.
Unfortunately, King Booker. Unfortunately, Sheamus probably was the last one on his Raw bullshit edition of it,
Was
right?
it Sheamus or was it Wade Barrett?
I was gonna say
Wade
Wade Barrett.
Barrett was
Yeah.
like,
Wade
I
Barrett.
believe I have some bot
what was
news.
it, like 2013, 2014?
Yeah.
Bullshit
Garbage.
like that.
But the
Yeah,
original.
the original, man. That one night you're doing double duty, similar to what Finn Balor did on Monday. Wrestling more than once, seeing the wear and tear, getting to the top, the story that it
Classics.
tells.
Bret had two
Right?
classics in one
what
tournament.
was the tournament where Butterbean knocked fucking
Brawl for all.
That
Tough
was a
Fin-
bro-
not tough.
Brawl
that was
for
Brawl for
all.
all.
Brawl for
All
All right,
That
so
was
Brawl
Butter-
for all versus King of the Ring.
No,
I
I
guess.
mean Brawl for all was
Brawl
just
for
that
all
one,
versus King
right?
of the Ring.
I
It was
mean,
a one-off.
It was a one-off
Yeah,
because
'cause-
everyone got injured.
yeah.
Everyone got injured, and
They was
Butterbean.
shooting
and-
in the
and-
ring. What?
And Steve Blackman was attempting to kill everyone, so they had to keep on changing the rules.
We gotta pick a winner here.
Well,
We gotta
Butterbean-
pick a winner. What was better for wrestling? The King of the Ring?
King of the Ring.
Oh,
absolutely.
King of the fucking Ring.
Better
Ah,
for
right,
wrestling.
Right.
King of the Ring, because
Yeah.
look what that did to wrestling, right,
Yeah.
Brawl
Right.
for all.
That's not even a fair comparison.
I
Brawl
think
for all
we-
just left everyone with a black eye and broken bones.
Literally.
I think because of King of the Ring, we got these tournaments like the Cruiserweight Classic,
Yes.
Okay,
the
yes.
May
yes.
Young
I think-
Classic.
Smart call.
Yes,
Yeah,
I like that.
we got
Oh, and unfortunately, those are week to week, right?
it. Right.
But, would you say we got the King of the Ring because of the G1 climax?
Ooh, yes. Actually, yes, I would.
Actually, was first in place, no? Right?
Yeah.
I
G1
would
was
say it
the
right
winner.
now. I
whatever
would
it's
say it
on.
on this very camera. All right, Royal Rumble. Yo, my transition skills got fucked up. I was just like, yo,
You
just Royal
fucked
Rumble.
up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
Yo, so what happened was, Royal Rumble or Battle Royal? What's up?
Yeah. So what's the difference?
all right,
here,
so
right?
the difference is, let's break it down. Royal Rumble, you have
over the top.
wrestlers,
That's
two.
it.
the other one's over
No,
the
but you
top.
start off with two wrestlers, and
But
every
there's no
few
pins,
minutes,
there's no
another
submission.
wrestler
Okay.
comes out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And you have to go
yeah.
over the
Right,
top.
right.
Battle Royal, everybody starts in the ring,
Yeah.
right?
Unless you have reverse battle royal, in which case,
Exactly. Lucha Underground?
I was thinking the horrible TNA one
Ah.
that ran like a whole hour.
Jesus.
As far as it goes with gimmick matches, I give a lot of credit to TNA and what they contributed.
Hey, they
in
try to
their-
make things different. You got to.
Yeah, I mean, just that.
They shot the
How
shot.
about 8-sided ring versus 4-sided ring?
Yeah.
First
A
of
lot
all,
of people didn't really
It was the
like
6-sided ring. All right, let's.
No, I was thinking bigger.
I
see.
think you're thinking about UFC. You're thinking UFC.
He was thinking
Oh,
like
the
Vince Russo.
octagon. Yeah.
Fuck it, throw them in there
Let's
too.
put an octagon on a pole match.
So let's talk about it. What was the better gimmick match? The Royal Rumble or Battle Royal?
The Royal Rumble,
the Royal Rumble,
the more dramatic,
felt more
entrances.
special.
It
Yeah.
tells a better story.
the prize at
I-
the end.
I actually like
The prize.
a recent. I don't know if we're gonna call it a revamp that MLW did called
Ooh.
Battle Riot.
Okay.
So it was a no disqualification battle royal where you could win by throwing your opponent over the top or by pinfall or submission.
Ooh.
And then once it got to the last two people, it became a regular match.
Okay.
They go
Okay.
outside
Well,
and
how about this?
And it was no disqualification, so there was one guy who was just using hardcore shit the entire time.
So it's gonna be similar to like the Elimination Chamber.
No.
No.
Nothing like it.
Nah. No, so you know how like the elimination chamber is like, yeah, nothing like that.
Well,
No.
I'm saying in the sense that you could technically pinfall submission, right?
Right,
You're not
yeah.
throwing anybody over or anything, but
Well, how about this? How about you take 3 rings, right?
Well,
And then you take like maybe 60 or more wrestlers.
Was it 60?
God.
Yeah.
And then you fill them in all 3 rings.
World War III.
And then when like there's 5 left in each, you just put them in 1 ring.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, you fucking
Not only that.
destroy it by bringing out the NWO.
Not
and
only
then
that.
fucking
Not only
Style
that.
Hall
Oh,
and
These
Well,
fucking guys.
Or you
the
forget
best-
about the number 1 contender from that.
The best thing from that, these guys are all fucking juiced up on adrenaline, fucking going at each other and shit, and then they fucking say, "All right, guys, move to the middle ring." Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mad fucking
Yo,
obedient.
let's stop what we're
These-
doing and
they're
let's
not-
all walk.
It's
and
hard to believe that they were not the
Single
fight.
file.
No, I'm gonna stay in this fucking ring. You come over here. Like, why did nobody think of that?
Single
really
file.
funny, actually.
You know
Single
what I'm
file.
saying? Like, why did they all be like, okay, I guess we're gonna go in the
Go
middle
ahead,
ring?
go. Oh, one motherfucker sitting like Sting is sitting on the ropes. And shit like, yo, come on. Yo, fuck that camera.
But you know what it was?
Fuck you
What
guys.
it was is that the middle ring had the video feed.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
It had the chip camera and shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to World
I know
War
that
III.
shit,
They had like
Yo,
they had
I
3
mean,
of
it
them,
was
I think.
different. Yo, it was
They had
different.
3 of them.
They
It
had
was
3
good.
of them, and that's why they only had 3 of them. Yo, didn't they have ones like the ramp on over a pool?
You're thinking WCW Spring Break.
Yeah, Spring Break. I love that
Wait,
one.
what was it?
Is that the one where
WCW
Sting
Spring Break.
came in a helicopter?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes,
can't with these
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
gimmick matches.
And not only that, but on the beach,
No,
that's just uncomfortable.
That wasn't
Nobody
even
can
like a
see.
gimmick match.
Bash at the beach.
that was just his entrance.
I know. I'm sorry. I went
Someone
with
got
that.
power bombed into the water. With
Yeah.
Oh, that was like
Nash or somebody?
you remember back
Nash
in the
Power
day.
Yeah, I just lost all hearing on my right
Yo,
side right now.
got shot.
I lost all hearing. There you go. We
Oh,
good.
okay, there we are.
All right, so how about we do this one? How about we do the Ultimate X versus the Money in the Bank?
All right. Well, hold on. Wait. Battle Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we
right
just-
there.
Royal Rumble.
You know,
Right.
we should have compared King of the Ring to the Gauntlet match. That's what we should have done.
All right, bet.
Right. So
King of the Ring Gauntlet match.
King of the Ring.
Okay,
Moving on.
It was a short meeting. Meeting
Single
adjourned. Single tree.
Nope. Double tree.
Sold.
we're talking about finality here, right?
What was his name?
So what was a better match that for being the final match than a casket match or a
What'd you
buried
call
alive
it?
match?
Ooh. I personally
Casket
enjoyed the
match.
casket match.
I think it was always also that there were several of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That helps because
but
it helped build a legacy.
But I
They
think
was
also the
2 of each.
execution
And
of it.
it was
Right?
someone's
There were
No,
specialty.
it was more the
Casket
casket
match.
match.
Casket match.
Yeah, because
there
even
was.
Goldust had a casket match for the
Yeah.
Continental title
Shit, you're
with
right.
Undertaker, and Mankind came out of the
Yeah,
casket
yeah,
and shit
yeah,
and
you're right.
interfered. But
Who-
I think the casket match, it was just easier execution. Because like the Barrier Live match, you got to take him from the ring. all
It
the way
was
to
a
the
lot of work.
stage.
It was a lot
You
of
gotta
work.
Take some
Were
shit
you
up.
guys- if I
We
could-
were talking about Inferno matches, but if you're gonna
Oh.
talk
No, he
about
said Buried Alive.
No, I thought you said buried alive
Buried
too.
alive too.
Yeah.
Oh, well then fuck me.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
But throw Inferno
I mean,
match
you know,
in there.
get
Inferno
your
match
shot.
would be like
Inferno match-
Lumberjack.
Inferno match doesn't hold the candle
To like Lumberjack?
to the lumberjack
That's a great
matches.
lumberjack.
That's the same idea,
But,
right?
but
Yeah.
do you
Same
guys remember
concept.
the body bag match?
Ooh,
Yes.
Nah.
Ultimate Warrior
Yes.
does.
There you go.
Oh.
Well, not really, I guess, cause well.
Oh.
Damn it.
No nice.
So
False count anywhere.
With
In
what?
heaven.
Like oh my god.
this is the worst show.
Oh my god.
This is the worst.
I
one.
said
We-
heaven.
we
I said heaven.
Any nice thing.
Oh my god, our fans.
You know what's the opposite of heaven?
Oh,
H-E
Hell.
double
Hell.
hockey stick.
We're at where Orton said head he was, not me.
Oh.
Orton.
Shucky,
Orton, not me.
So,
Hell in a Cell.
tell him.
Yeah, that
Versus-
place.
Oh, that Helens.
World War
Steel
III?
Cage.
World War III?
Nah,
Now-
keep
now-
it simple.
I mean, no, War Games.
Nah, keep
now-
it simple.
now-
Steel
now-
Cage. Just straight up Steel Cage.
Are we
What-
talking?
what-
Are we talking about
We
the
got something
new
else for War
cage
Games,
or the
though.
old blue cage?
Are
Oh,
we
I love the old
now? Are we
blue
talking?
games.
Are we talking the WWF's topless cage,
Yeah.
or are we talking the NWA's cage?
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, I feel
That
like
was the
the
first Hell in a Cell.
NWA cage is more like the Hell in a Cell. At least
Yeah.
it's closer to it, right?
Yeah.
So what was differences? That you couldn't climb the NWA one?
The
Or they didn't think
NWA
of it?
one was meant to keep people out, and it was you finished it in the ring.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was Hell in the Cell, effectively.
I like that actually.
It was a small.
Damn,
house.
I like
haven't
the
seen
blue
it. I gotta
cell.
check it out. I haven't seen
It
it.
literally went.
Ric Flair's Starcade match,
Yeah.
where he won
Right.
the second title against Harley
Bloody as
Race.
fuck. But do you like
Superior.
the old school steel cage or the new ones?
It's the same. It's the same shit.
No,
just
they're a
a
lot
different
bigger.
color.
They're a lot bigger. I
No,
think.
I
No,
want-
the old one has a little huequito, and you can fall through and shit. You can hang.
Bend
Nah.
over. You see your Wakita right there.
God. Yeah.
I like the blue sub, but then I like when they turned it black for St. Valentine's Day Massacre,
Yeah.
Austin vs. McMahon.
Where
Yeah.
where
Where
Big Show
Paul-
came through and
Paul White, aka.
I know
That's right.
Paul
In
White.
retrospect, I hate that finish, but I loved it when I saw it.
I was like,
now
yes,
that-
he's fucking going. That's it. I'm going to bed.
I got
Mommy, 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
5 minutos.
They're bleeding.
Vamos
That's
a
his balls. That's his balls.
Necesitan curitas.
Better than me, church.
Patrocinado and set by JP Saez.
All right, but you said, JP, you mentioned War Games. Let's do War Games, Elimination Chamber, Triple Cage.
Triple Cage.
can I
Only because the Triple Cage had multiple fighters in it as well.
WCW Triple Cage.
Yeah.
David Arquette.
David Arquette,
Triple
baby.
H.
And
Ready
we also
to
mentioned
rumble.
we also mentioned these
Ready
gimmick
to
matches.
rumble, yeah.
the-
Ready to rumble. Triple
These
H.
gimmick matches also helped characters, right? So the Hell in a Cell obviously helped establish McFoley.
Much
War
to his
Games.
physical detriment.
War
And,
Games
and
was
I mean,
more
Undertaker.
of a,
Hello.
and Undertaker.
Yep.
War Games more of a Dusty, Flair,
Dusty
Horseman.
Horseman.
Chamber. Who do we think of when we think
Triple
of
H.
Chamber? Chamber.
Hunter.
Triple H.
I
Yeah.
thought
Triple
Triple
H. Shawn Michaels was
Shawn
the
Michaels.
first champion.
Sean.
I don't think of Shawn
Can
Michaels.
I throw a?
I think of Triple H and I think of Jericho. I
Okay.
feel
No.
like Jericho has such a great showing at these things.
I think of Jericho because of Money in the Bank. The match that he created that he never won.
Oh shit!
He's been part
Facts.
of many times. He's been
Facts.
part of many
The
times.
match
Is that how
I-
Bret
I
Hart
think,
feels
uh,
about the ladder match?
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But didn't he win one?
Brett's very
Just-
opinionated
But,
these
then,
days.
but that's why Sonny came in the picture.
Oh,
Yeah,
sunny days.
she did more than come in the
Jesus.
picture.
Hey yo!
One thing at a time.
Can I?
Hell in the Cell of the Cage.
Can I?
Wait,
Add,
I want to go back to Sunny real quick.
No, you don't.
can I add one more
It's not
variant?
always sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, I was telling you.
You better piss on the stick and see if you.
We didn't.
So
we didn't
submission matches versus I quit matches.
okay, when I think of I Quit, I think of Foley.
Okay.
When I think of submission, I think of Brett. So,
So-
it's like two different styles of matches I'm
So
looking at here.
when I think of submission,
Exactly.
I think of Chris Benoit and
Right,
Chris
right.
Jericho.
And
Okay.
his family.
And,
Anything Canadian.
man.
he wouldn't
Right.
tap. That was all that
Who
stopped
said
them.
that?
Come on,
Um,
Señorita Laura.
But when I think of I quit, dude, you got to throw in Rock and Mick Foley. You got to throw in Terry Funk and Ric Flair. You got to throw in Magnum TA and Tully Blanchard. You got to throw in C.W. Anderson and Tommy Dreamer.
That's a lot.
No, I was listening. I just, what
Tommy
the fuck
Dreamer?
is that?
Yo, it's
Iron Man versus Last Man.
Yo, I was
Standing.
just debating this with somebody the other day, and cause shout out to the Last Man Standing match. I was catching up on my Rumble. You know, 'tis the season, right? So, Hunter and Sean had a crazy Last Man Standing match at the 04 Rumble, and I was just thinking to myself, this guy Sean, man, I can't depict right now what's better, his Iron Man match with Brett or his Last Man Standing matches that he's had with fucking Hunter and hardcore
Undertaker
matches with Taker. Like, he had so many to
I
choose
mean,
from.
Well,
So
he's one of
many.
the greatest, right?
Yeah. But this Iron Man, it's too different. It's too. I guess you. They've been
okay.
doing this. They've been doing this thing with the Iron Man where it's not hardcore and like you could still get wins off disqualification.
So the thing with the Iron Man that's been bothering me recently is it's become predictable, right? It's always going to go to sudden death.
right, or
Right.
right up until the last,
The
Why
very
can't it
last
be a
second.
shutout,
Yeah.
right? Or fucking.
Or let it be a draw.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
first one was a draw, right?
And
the
then
first
Gorilla
outing.
and then Gorilla came out.
Yeah,
But
out of Gorilla.
I just once again we talk about that. You don't see many submissions in our era of wrestling at this point, and submissive matches. When you think of for me, Iron match is straight up Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
True.
I mean, there were many more after that.
Hunter Rock.
Hunter Rock.
AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels.
Oof.
Okay.
That's not who I remember.
It's an amazing Iron Man.
I'm not saying that they didn't have an amazing Iron Man match.
Who are they?
Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero didn't have one.
Dean Malenko.
No, they did 2 out of 3.
Sasha
3.
Banks and Bailey.
Yeah.
Oh
match,
man!
Oh, that was pretty good.
Iron Woman
Disrespect
match.
of us.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
dare we?
yeah.
Yes.
So it's
Probably
the
one of
story,
my favorites. Maybe.
the storytelling. You know what I mean? I think about the Iron Man match. I think about the promo before it of Shawn and Brett working out a little more because now they have to go to an hour. You know what I mean? Like that build up
montage.
The montage was
They had those
amazing.
Rocky montages. Right?
Yeah, it was
So,
amazing.
a gimmick match brings so much depth to a character. It's insane,
Isn't that
right?
when Shawn came down from the rooftops?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
The boyhood dream.
Kind
Can
of.
we also call the Last Man Standing by its real name the Death Match?
Damn. What was who's the first to do that?
The Texas Death Match?
Yeah.
That was the Funks.
They had. I was playing 2K. Shout out to WWE 2K. They had a reference to the historic first ever Last Man Stand, but it wasn't that one. It was the WWE's version.
Oh, the Last Man Standing. It was probably
Yeah.
Cena and whoever.
No, like,
Randy Orton.
something about
like
something about the. Well, you had to pin them actually. You had to pin your opponent, and then they'd start the count for the 10 count.
Oh,
for
what
knockout.
Oh, then that was like an in your house from.
Yeah,
God
yeah,
knows
yeah,
when.
yeah. It was like in your house.
If I wrestled ever, I'd bring that back. That sounds so bad. Not only do I pin you, I am the last man standing. That's so. Yo, that is such a burial of character, though.
It's almost like a
What are you
tampon in
supposed
the
to?
mouth.
What do you?
like
Wow,
it take
that's a lot.
it take you.
You're not wrong.
It take you. It literally take you like 45 minutes to get the first pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and then he gets up at 9.
Damn. Talk
That's
about Creed
amazing,
2.
though. That's great. I want.
Didn't Wilder
And then,
just,
and when he gets up at
didn't
9,
Wilder
everybody
just
else.
go through something like that?
Shout out to Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano.
Shout out to Tyson Fury.
You know what was
Los
one
Angeles.
of my favorite street fights? You're not gonna believe this.
Go ahead.
Tommy Dreamer and Jay Lethal.
In
Union
City, New Jersey. Yes, we were there, my friend.
I mean, we were there sitting in the front row of a 2-row little indie spot where AJ Lee
started.
fucking did her thing.
Yo, that was dope.
Yeah. And
She
Jay,
trained right behind IHOP, yo. Where I
Yeah,
used to-
that's what we're talking about.
Right,
That's what
right.
we're talking about.
Yo, I fucking.
Yo, and my favorite fucking street fight was Jay Lethal.
Oh,
and
Lethal at the.
Tommy
Oh, y'all went.
Dreamer.
Yo,
Yeah,
you fucking
yeah.
Herbs. Thanks for calling me.
They
That. I
were
appreciate
right there.
it.
Now,
That's
fuck
sorry.
you.
I was
dog.
only working right next
Shout
door.
out to
You
the,
were working.
Shout out to the Columbia spot. In the
Hey,
corner.
yo, hey,
the buckets.
and the van of.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, man, that was a dope street fight. But I think the fact about that makes it dope is you get into the crowd.
Yeah.
You immerse yourself into the people that are there watching you and are into it, and they tell you to do shit, and you take it. Like people have given up over their prosthetic limbs to hit the opponent with them. You know what I mean? Like this is what
That
it
shit
is.
hurts.
And back in the good old territory days, they'll throw down with you.
Yes.
The crowd would jump in and start
Whoa,
hitting
whoa,
you.
but-
If you got into the crowd
Hey.
got into you.
Hey, Ric Flair
That's what
left
she
the
said.
title. Ric Flair left the NWA title in DR because he thought the crowd was gonna fucking stab him.
Yeah, he was about to get stabbed. That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's a little different.
Shout out to Jack Veneno. Holla.
I think he forgot about it because he was having churrasco with Mofongo.
Hey, is that what we calling her now?
Wow.
Wow.
You know what y'all just did?
What's his mom's name?
You know what y'all just did? Y'all just got me so damn hungry that that's all the time we have
No!
this week.
Wow,
There's
we
still so
didn't
many
even get
matches.
to the
X
list.
Division
It's so
match,
good.
ladder match,
Full
Money in
Sail
the Bank,
anywhere?
Y'all haven't decided.
TLC?
Money in the
We
Bank.
did too hardcore. Damn.
We could talk about it in the next episode though.
Maybe.
Or
Maybe we'll bring it up some other time.
maybe we don't care because we still don't care where you got your fix from.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God, that's rude.
We're
Yeah.
on YouTube 360.
All day, you already know.
Worldwide.
IG Live, thank y'all for being with us. Don't forget to hit that 5-star on us on iTunes.
Oh, hit him with the Billy Kid.
I'll give you the 5 beat your
Wow.
thoughts.
Oh my God.
Thanks out to 10 toes. See ya next week.